Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching The Political Vigilante. I'm Graham Elwood, and awesome that you're supporting independent media. You can do that by going to the Patreon page because I'm going to talk about stuff in a way that the corporate media is probably not going to talk about. And thank you to all yesterday who were participating in the Super Chat Sunday. I know I had some tech issues. There was some buffering stuff. I'm going to hopefully get that fixed before I do it again this week. I just got to hardwire it, get the right software on the computer. Oh boy, a lot of nerd stuff. So I want to talk about the North Korean missile launch that they test. There was a test for their long-range missile. It's relevant for obvious reasons, but also I talked about the new South Korean President Moon Jae-in, who within hours of winning his election in South Korea said, I want to talk about peace. I want to bring peace to the Korean Peninsula, and I'm open to talking to the North. So this article that I'm referring is from the Telegraph, the UK publication. And the article, Vladimir Putin warns against intimidating North Korea after dangerous missile test. So that's interesting. That's just how it's being reported in England. And I'm sure if it's America, it's like Russian buddies up to North Korea to crush us all, and they're going to send a missile to Hillary's email servers or whatever. So we're in a very interesting situation because Putin warns against this because the rocket landed, North Korea is right there in Putin's and Russia's hemisphere, and China is there, South Korea, Japan, and so North Korea has always acted they've acted obviously a little crazy. They've talked about in the past how they would turn Seoul into rubble, and they keep saying we're going to develop a rocket that's going to get to the west coast of the United States. And I'm not excusing the crazy behavior of Kim Jong-un, but the thing, and this article goes this very long, and there's some relevant information in here, and I'll put the link below in the show notes. But it's not till the very end of the article that it says, the last paragraph of this article, the launch came as troops from the U.S., Japan, and 2 European nations gather near Guam for drills that are partly a message to North Korea. The USS Carl Vinson, an aircraft supercarrier, is also engaging with South Korean Navy ships in waters off the Korean Peninsula, according to Seoul's defense ministry. Gee, I wonder if that has anything to do with it. And this is again, the sort of American arrogance, or look, if Kim Jong-un has a long-range nuclear missile and he wants to use it, that is a real threat for sure. But how do we expect? This is just we have the biggest military on the planet, and we're flexing our muscles. Imagine, I've said this before, what if a big military, China, Russia, somebody like that, was doing maneuvers in the Gulf of Mexico or near the Baja Peninsula of Mexico? What if there was like a Russian supercarrier, just down near Central and America? Would we just be like, oh, well, cool? Or would we be like, whoa, maybe we're going to test a rocket? What if it was just California was its own country? And there was some foreign military down there. California might go, we're going to launch a rocket into the Pacific Ocean just to let everybody know we've got it. Right? They're acting crazy. They've always acted this way. And we keep thinking that they're going to buckle to force. They're not. They might just get more crazy. And they might just go, okay, you back us into a corner. I'm going to blow everything up. I'm going to blow up my own country. I'm going to blow up. I'll wait till 100,000 U.S. troops enter our borders, and then I'll blow it all up. And I'll take South Korea with me. Then we'll launch a couple missiles into Japan. And they might just do crazy shit like that. You don't need to flex your muscles. Everybody knows how strong you are. When did you come from a position of peace, of strength, of like, look, we don't want this to go wrong. Let's talk here. Let's talk. They're not doing any of that. I mean, I guess North Korea is lucky that they don't have their own oil or minerals. Otherwise, we would have gone in there and done there'd be some humanitarian rights crises, and we'd have to go in there and do some regime change real quick if they had oil there. So I'll go into what was said. Nikki Haley, the U.S. ambassador to the UN, said on ABC television that the United States has been working well with China, Pyongyang's closest ally, and she raised the possibility of new sanctions against North Korea, including on oil imports. All right, they still act crazy when we do this. The Security Council has adopted 6 increasingly tougher sanctions resolutions against North Korea. President Donald Trump administration has called North Korean ballistic and nuclear efforts unacceptable, but it has swung between threats of military action and offers to talk as it formulates a policy. Yeah, just more haphazard Trump foreign policy. While Mr. Trump has said he'd be honored to talk with the North Korean leader under the favorable conditions, Ms. Haley seemed to rule out the possibility. Having a missile test is not the way to sit down with the president because he's absolutely not going to do it, she told ABC. They just keep acting in the same way. Yeah, I know. The missile test makes everybody. The progressive South Korean new leader going, whoa, everyone has to question this. Shinzo Abe, the prime minister of Japan, said that the launch was absolutely unacceptable and Japan would respond resolutely. Okay, again, I'm not excusing what North Korea is doing, but if you keep backing people into a corner, what do you think they're going to do? What do you think they're going to do? I'd love to see a world leader talk the way Gandhi did. Or Nelson Mandela after he got out of prison. I'd really love to see that. I'd love to see a world leader talk about that. And why does America have to overreact to everything? You know? It's like some big, strong guy, the UFC champion, like a heavyweight UFC champion, and then there's a little guy that's 5'6", 130 pounds going, I'm going to kick your ass, man. And the big guy goes, what? You know? Shouldn't the big guy just go, look, man, what are you scared? What's wrong? What if a big dude said that to you? If you're a small guy and there's a big guy, you're like afraid of this dude. So you, instead of going, I'm scared, you don't admit you're scared. You go, I want to fucking kill you. And he sat down and go, why are you saying that? Well, how can we resolve this, man? I'm sorry. I don't mean to intimidate you. What's the problem? How can we help? What if we did that? How crazy is that? Now, crazy Kim Jong-un might still go, I'm nuts and blow everything up. But we haven't even tried that though. We haven't even tried that tactic. And again, I mean, this isn't the American corporate media, but it's still the USS Carl Vinson, which that supercarrier alone could probably level North Korea, is doing maneuvers close to its borders, in its waters. We don't think that bothers anyone. We're flexing our muscles to show them they're going to react. This is how they react. Has anyone studied their pattern of behavior and how we could come at it from a different standpoint? See, this is what, if America was more of a benevolent country and how can we help, we wouldn't have this kind of crazy behavior. There still might be crazy dictators like this doing crazy shit, and then sometimes we might have to go look. But we stir up so much crap. And then act innocent. Like we had no other choice. Really? You had no other choice to bring a supercarrier in somebody's international waters? We do this, I mean, we had giant armies in Afghanistan and Iraq, and we were wondering why Iran was acting crazy. And again, I'm not excusing the behavior of a dictator and any horrible things that they have done and anything they have threatened to do, but aren't we supposed to be better than that? Aren't we supposed to take the higher ground? Instead, it's like a crazy homeless guy says something to you, you're like, what'd that homeless guy say? And then we fucking kick the homeless guy's ass rather than going, wow, that guy suffers from severe mental illness. He should get help. I'd love to see America respond that way. So I'm going to keep following this. I hope the South Korean, I have no faith in Trump or his wingbird people. And I don't know, Shinzo Abe is pretty right-wing too. I'd love to see this South Korean president stay true to his word and offer serious peace and go, look, man, you can't do that. If you're going to shoot rockets off, you get everybody nervous. How can we come to a resolution? I'd love to see somebody at least try that, because no one's tried that. If you try that and he's still nuts, well, then he's nuts, and I guess you got to use force. But no one's tried that yet, so you can't tell me that won't work because you haven't tried it. Thanks for watching the show, you guys. Thanks for paying attention. Thank you for sharing these videos. You guys participate. You're supporting the show in so many great ways. Watching the video, the ads play at the beginning, the super chat stuff, the Patreon. You guys are great, and we're slowly building this channel up. When I started, we had 160 subscribers. Now we got almost 3,300. So it's awesome, and I'll keep doing this to the best of my abilities.